A gynecologist's vitality elixir. The homemade drink to restore circulation and energy for women over 60. Have you ever found yourself in the middle of your day, pausing to notice how your internal wellspring of energy seems to recede more quickly these days? Have you experienced that subtle but undeniable sensation of feeling a little slower, a little less vibrant? Go a little less connected to the radiant and energetic woman you have always known yourself to be. The vast majority of women I have the privilege of speaking with simply assume that this is an unavoidable and non-negotiable part of the aging process. But what if I were to propose to you that this experience is not merely about the passage of time, but rather it is fundamentally and profoundly about the health and efficiency of your circulation? And what if something as remarkably simple as a daily drink, meticulously crafted from wholesome ingredients that you may already possess within your own kitchen, could be the very key to helping restore that essential inner spark, that luminous glow, in less than 30 minutes? My name is Dr. Lily Stones. I have dedicated more than 3 decades of my professional life to the specialized care of women just like you. Women who possess a powerful and unwavering desire to age not with resignation, but with strength, with profound vitality, and with unshakable confidence. Throughout these many years, I have been a first-hand witness to how small, intentional, and natural shifts in your daily routine can precipitate truly significant and transformative changes in how you feel, and, more importantly, in how genuinely alive you feel. Today, my purpose is to guide you through one of the most effective, science-backed methodologies to achieve precisely that, utilizing a simple, homemade vitality drink that is specifically designed to target the very root cause of pervasive fatiguing your blood flow. This conversation is not about introducing synthetic hormones or suggesting protocols that require you to wait for months on end to perceive even a slight difference. This is about real, whole food ingredients, each one supported by a robust body of credible and compelling scientific research that can effectively and rapidly jumpstart your energy levels and provide foundational support for your heart, your brain, and your skin, all without the worry of adverse side effects. And before we delve into the heart of this important discussion, if you are searching for grounded, natural, and trustworthy health tips that are specifically designed for the unique physiological needs of women over 60, I cordially invite you to like, comment, and subscribe so that you never miss a single one of these valuable videos. I would be genuinely delighted to hear from you in the comments section below. Please, simply type a 1 if this message is already resonating deeply with you, or a 0 if you are still feeling unsure or have further questions. Your voice is of immense value and importance here. Now, let us begin our exploration with the very first ingredient, because it truly serves as the foundational cornerstone of this entire powerful and life-enhancing formula. Ingredient 1: beetroot juice, the natural ignition switch. If there is a single, solitary food that I wish more women over the age of 60 would wholeheartedly and enthusiastically embrace, it is the humble yet mighty beetroot. I cannot begin to count the number of times that women have come into my practice, their voices filled with a quiet and palpable worry, convinced that they have lost their intrinsic drive or that their intricate hormonal systems are irrevocably out of balance. While it is certainly true that our hormones do indeed shift with age, the frequently overlooked culprit behind these pervasive feelings of depletion is often something far simpler and more fundamental: the state of our circulation. I want you to envision your blood flow as your body's intricate, essential, and life-sustaining delivery system. It is the vital and ever-moving current that carries the very fuel to your muscles, the oxygen to your brain, the nutrients to your skin, and it even profoundly influences your mood and emotional state. When this critical and complex system begins to slow down and lose its efficiency, everything else within your body inevitably follows suit, leading to a cascade of undesirable effects. This is precisely where the remarkable and potent power of the beetroot comes into play. Beets are naturally and abundantly rich in a class of compounds known as dietary nitrates. When you consume them, Your body masterfully and efficiently converts these beneficial nitrates into a miraculous and essential molecule known as nitric oxide. This single molecule is the absolute key to unlocking your circulatory potential. It sends a clear and direct signal to the smooth muscle lining your blood vessels, instructing them to widen and to relax. This physiological process, known as vasodilation, allows a significantly greater volume of oxygen-rich blood to flow freely and unimpeded throughout your entire system. The tangible and often immediate result of this process is more sustained energy throughout your day, a brighter and more radiant skin, sharper and clearer cognitive function, and a deeply renewed and palpable sense of vitality and well-being. According to extensive and well-regarded research conducted at the University of Exeter, the simple act of drinking fresh beetroot juice can significantly improve the body's nitric oxide levels and can boost systemic circulation by as much as a remarkable 16%. And here is the most astounding part of this discovery: these beneficial and life-enhancing effects begin to manifest within mere minutes of consumption, not weeks or months down the line as is the case with many other interventions. That is precisely what makes the beetroot such a potent and immediate ally, especially as we navigate the complex and unique physiological changes that accompany the aging process. I have had countless women in their 60s and 70s try beetroot for the very first time and return to my office with glowing, enthusiastic, and often emotional feedback. They report feeling lighter on their feet, more alert and engaged in their daily activities, and more present in their own lives. Some have even described the experience as being akin to waking up from a persistent and heavy fog they did not even consciously realize they were living in. Beyond its immediate and profound impact on energy and vitality, the beetroot also provides foundational support for maintaining healthy blood pressure. It helps to reduce the burden of systemic inflammation throughout the body, and it actively aids in the body's own natural and essential detoxification processes. And because it so effectively and efficiently boosts the flow of precious oxygen to the brain, it may even offer tangible and noticeable benefits for your mental clarity and your ability to focus, a quality that every single one of us comes to appreciate a little more with the passage of time. Here is the simple method for preparing this foundational element of our revitalizing drink. You will need to take 2 medium-sized beets. Give them a thorough and vigorous rinse under cool running water. You do not even need to peel them, as a great deal of the valuable nutrition is concentrated in and just beneath the skin. You can then blend them with approximately half a cup of pure water until the mixture is completely smooth. This will serve as your potent, nitric oxide-rich base. It is simple, it is fast, and it is remarkably and demonstrably effective. But please understand, we are only just getting started. The beetroot effectively and gently opens the door to the possibility of better circulation. Next, we are going to introduce an ingredient that does not just politely knock on that door. It powerfully kicks the door wide open. It is an ingredient that warms the body from the inside out. It awakens the senses from their slumber, and it powerfully and decisively pushes your blood flow into a state of overdrive. I urge you to stay with me, because what comes next is the very point at which the true and lasting transformation really begins. Ingredient 2: cayenne pepper, the circulation accelerator. Now that we have effectively and powerfully set the stage with the foundational and life-giving energy of the beetroot, it is time to bring in the next key and indispensable player in our vitality elixir. This is an ingredient that quite literally brings the heat to the formula and serves as a catalyst to accelerate every single beneficial process that the beetroot has initiated. I am, of course, referring to the vibrant and fiery cayenne pepper, that bright, beautiful red spice that is likely sitting quietly and unassuming in your kitchen cabinet at this very moment. But what you may not fully realize is just how extraordinarily and profoundly powerful it can be when it comes to the task of invigorating your circulation and reawakening your innate vitality. Allow me to share with you the story of a wonderful woman named Susan, a 68-year-old retired teacher who came to consult with me not too long ago. She was diligently and conscientiously doing so many things right in her life. She was committed to her daily walks, she maintained a well-balanced diet, and she was consistent with her daily multivitamins. Yet, despite all of these admirable efforts, she still felt as though something essential and fundamental was missing from her life. "Dr. Stones," she confided in me, her voice tinged with a quiet and palpable sense of resignation, "I just do not feel that inner spark anymore." And so, I asked her to try one very small, simple, and seemingly insignificant thing: to add just a tiny pinch of cayenne pepper to her daily beetroot drink. She looked at me with a healthy and understandable dose of skepticism at first. And who would not? But just a few short days later, she called me back, and I will never, ever forget the sound of pure, unadulterated joy in her voice. "It is back," she exclaimed with an energy I had not heard from her before. That warmth, that deep sense of energy. I feel alive again. The undeniable magic that resides within the cayenne pepper comes from a potent and highly bioactive compound known as capsaicin. This is the very substance that gives the cayenne its characteristic and signature heat, but far more importantly, it is a powerful and effective natural vasodilator. That scientific term simply means that it helps to widen and to relax your blood vessels, which in turn allows for a stronger, more dynamic, and more efficient flow of blood to circulate throughout every single part of your body. That warm, tingling, and pleasant sensation that you experience after consuming something that contains cayenne, that is not just the spice tingling your taste buds, it is the tangible and undeniable feeling of your entire circulatory system picking up speed and efficiency. Compelling and well-documented research that has been conducted at Laval University in Canada fully and unequivocally supports this. Their comprehensive studies have demonstrated that the regular consumption of capsaicin can elevate the body's own nitric oxide levels by an impressive 24% and can improve the overall function and health of blood vessels by over 30% in just a few short weeks of consistent use. That is not a minor or insignificant boost. That is a major and highly significant upgrade to the fundamental and foundational way in which your body delivers precious energy to each and every one of its trillions of cells. But that is not all that this incredible spice can do. Cayenne also provides a gentle yet effective boost to the metabolism, which can in turn provide support for healthy and sustainable weight management. It also helps to soothe and to cool systemic inflammation throughout the body and may even provide a noticeable degree of relief for joint discomfort and stiffness. And if you have ever found yourself struggling with persistently cold hands or feet, cayenne can be a wonderful and effective ally in that regard as well, by promoting a consistent and robust circulation of blood to your extremities. Of course, I will be completely and totally honest with you, this particular ingredient is not subtle in its effects. The very first time that you try it, you will likely feel a little bit of a zing, a gentle, but definitely noticeable warmth that spreads through your chest or your belly. I want to assure you that this is completely and perfectly normal. In fact, it should be welcomed as a positive and reassuring sign that the formula is performing exactly as it is designed to do. If the beetroot can be thought of as the match that gently lights the fire of your vitality, then the cayenne is most certainly the gentle and invigorating breeze that fans that nascent fire into a vibrant, brilliant, and sustainable flame. Together, these two magnificent ingredients from nature awaken your body in a way that no synthetic pill or pharmaceutical could ever hope to replicate. But we are not stopping here. Because now that we have successfully opened up the blood vessels and have ignited the circulatory system, the next logical and crucial question becomes, how do we sustain this newfound and precious energy? That is precisely where the next two ingredients in our formula come into play. A powerful and synergistic duo of amino acids that act like a form of sustained release rocket fuel for your vitality. Ingredient 3, L-Arginine plus L-Citrulline, the sustaining force. For your circulation to truly and lastingly transform the way that you feel on a daily basis, it simply cannot be a temporary lift or a fleeting and ephemeral surge of energy. What your body requires for true and deep healing is a consistent, reliable, and ongoing flow of blood that provides unwavering support to your heart, to your brain, and to your muscles hour after hour throughout your entire and active day. And the most effective and intelligent way to achieve this naturally is with two specific and remarkable amino acids that your body already recognizes and knows precisely how to utilize with maximum efficiency: L-Arginine and L-Citrulline. L-Arginine is an absolutely essential and indispensable component for the production of nitric oxide within your body. You can think of it as the fundamental raw material, the very building block that your body requires in order to maintain open, flexible, and highly responsive blood vessels. But here is the inherent catch with this particular amino acid: L-Arginine, on its own, tends to break down very quickly and is metabolized rapidly within the body. That is precisely why I always, without exception, recommend pairing it with its synergistic partner, L-Citrulline. L-Citrulline is a truly remarkable amino acid that plays the crucial role of helping your body to effectively and efficiently recycle L-Arginine, thereby keeping those vital nitric oxide levels elevated and stable for a much longer and more sustained period of time. The powerful and beneficial result of this intelligent and strategic pairing is a stronger, more stable, and more reliable state of circulation that lasts throughout your entire day, not just for a fleeting moment. Allow me to share another one of my patients' stories with you. A wonderful woman named Elena was 73 years old when she first came to my office for a consultation. She was a quiet and graceful woman, and she carried with her a palpable sense of fatigue that seemed to go far deeper than just simple physical tiredness. "I just do not feel like myself anymore," she said to me, a sentiment that so painfully echoes the feelings of countless women I have had the privilege to meet over the years. We spoke at great length about her health, about her daily habits, and about her hopes for the future, and I introduced her to this specific and powerful amino acid blend. Within a matter of just a few short weeks, Elena was a completely and visibly different woman. Her daughters were the very first ones to notice the profound change in her. They reported seeing a significant increase in her daily energy levels, a greater sense of engagement with her family and her lifelong passions, and a tangible and radiant sense of joy in her daily life. And Elena certainly and most definitely noticed it, too. "I feel as if I have returned to myself," she told me, her eyes absolutely shining with a renewed sense of life. That is the profound and life-altering power of L-Arginine and L-Citrulline working together in perfect and beautiful synergy. A highly respected study that was published in the esteemed Journal of Women's Health found that women over the age of 60 who consistently utilized this powerful combination of amino acids experienced significant and clearly measurable improvements in their systemic blood flow, in their daily energy levels, and in their overall physical endurance, all within a matter of just a few weeks. In practical terms, that means more stamina for your daily walks and activities, a greater sense of mental clarity and focus throughout your day, and even a more restful and deeply restorative quality of sleep at night. But the wonderful benefits of this dynamic do not stop there. These amino acids also help to significantly reduce post-exercise muscle soreness. They help to improve your overall cardiovascular health, and they actively promote more efficient muscle recovery and repair. When they are taken together in concert with the beetroot and the cayenne pepper, they form a comprehensive and intelligent system that not only starts out strong, but also keeps going strong throughout the entire day. I want you to imagine it like this: the beetroot opens the doors to your vitality. The cayenne powerfully pushes those doors even wider open. And L-Arginine, working hand in hand with L-Citrulline, ensures that those doors stay open and welcoming all day long. But even now, with all of this incredible power, there is still one more vital ingredient that I want you to know about. Something that is sweet, that is incredibly rich in color, and that is deeply and profoundly rooted in ancient and revered wellness traditions. And when this final component is added to our formula, it masterfully and elegantly ties everything together into one single, powerful, and deeply nourishing and transformative experience. Ingredient 4: Pomegranate juice, the finishing touch. You have already seen for yourself how the powerful combination of beetroot, cayenne, And essential amino acids like arginine and L-Citrulline can effectively unlock a magnificent and life-giving cascade of energy within your body. But now, we are going to bring it all together in perfect and harmonious synergy with one final ingredient that is breathtakingly beautiful as it is undeniably powerful: pomegranate juice. There is something almost sacred and deeply resonant about the pomegranate. Its deep, rich, ruby red color, and its long-standing and highly revered place in the traditions of women's health across countless cultures. It is a fruit that speaks directly to the very essence of vitality, of elegance, and of enduring, resilient strength. For many, many centuries, the pomegranate has been utilized in a wide variety of traditional medicine systems to provide foundational support for the heart, to enhance and invigorate the circulation, and even to promote fertility and feminine wellness. And today, the rigorous and exacting standards of modern science are beginning to confirm what these ancient and intuitive cultures have known all along. This truly remarkable fruit is one of the most potent and effective natural tools that we have available to us for the purpose of promoting vibrant blood flow, supporting a healthy and harmonious hormonal balance, and encouraging a process of radiant and graceful aging. When I recommend the inclusion of pomegranate juice to my patients, I often receive a knowing and appreciative smile in return. "Oh yes, I drink that for my skin," one woman told me just recently. And she was absolutely and completely right. It does indeed do wonderful and remarkable things for the health and appearance of the skin. But it also does so much more. Pomegranate juice is incredibly and exceptionally rich in a class of potent plant compounds that are known as polyphenols. These are powerful and highly effective antioxidants that perform two very specific functions extremely well. First, they diligently and effectively protect your delicate and precious blood vessels from the insidious and cumulative oxidative damage that can occur over time. And second, they actively and powerfully stimulate your body's own natural and internal production of nitric oxide. This, in turn, translates to more life-giving oxygen being delivered to your cells, more readily available energy for your daily activities, and a better, more efficient, and more vibrant flow of blood throughout your entire body. In fact, a compelling and well-regarded study that was published by the prestigious American Journal of Clinical Nutrition demonstrated that the regular and consistent consumption of pure pomegranate juice can effectively boost the body's own natural production of nitric oxide by over a remarkable 25%. This has the powerful effect of amplifying and enhancing all of the wonderful and life-giving benefits of the beetroot, the cayenne, and the amino acids that we have already discussed in detail. And because nitric oxide plays such an absolutely pivotal and central role in how your body effectively delivers essential nutrients to every single tissue and organ, this one small and simple addition can serve to elevate and to enhance everything else that is present in the formula. The end result is not just more energy, but also a better, more even, and more radiant skin tone, an improved sense of mental sharpness and acuity, and even an enhanced level of stamina and endurance throughout your day. But that is only the beginning of the story. Pomegranate juice has also been shown to help reduce the dangerous buildup of plaque within the arteries, making it a very gentle yet highly effective and powerful way to support your long-term cardiovascular health. And for women over the age of 60, its unique ability to provide a mild and completely natural form of hormonal support makes it an especially helpful and valuable ally, assisting in the process of smoothing out the hormonal ups and downs that can sometimes accompany this particular stage of life, all without the potential risks that can be associated with the use of synthetic hormone therapies. It is sweet, yes, but please do not let that delightful sweetness fool you. This is far more than just a simple treat. It is a form of deep and profound nourishment for your cells, for your heart, and for your spirit. Now, I know exactly what you may be wondering at this point. How do I put all of this together? How much of each of these powerful ingredients should I use? And when is the absolute best time for me to drink it? I am going to walk you through all of that in just a moment. But before we get to the practicalities of the preparation, I want you to please pause for just a second and to truly and deeply take in everything that you have learned so far. Each and every one of these magnificent ingredients works powerfully on its own, yes, but it is when you bring them all together in a state of beautiful and intelligent synergy that the real, profound, and lasting transformation truly begins to happen. The beetroot gets things started. It sends a clear and direct signal to your blood vessels to open up and to circulate with greater efficiency. The cayenne ignites the fire. It powerfully pushes that nascent circulation into a state of high gear. The L-Arginine and the L-Citrulline keep it going strong. They provide the essential fuel for a sustained and reliable flow of energy. And the pomegranate masterfully seals the deal. It protects, it nourishes, and it amplifies it all. This is not just a simple drink, it is a comprehensive and intelligent system. A complete, natural, and holistic way to help your body to feel energized, to feel sharp, and to feel deeply and fundamentally supported from the inside out. And the true beauty of this approach is that you do not have to wait for months on end to feel it working. A great many women start to notice a tangible and undeniable difference within just 30 to 60 minutes of drinking it. Others see more profound and longer-term improvements in their mental clarity, in their systemic circulation, and even in their emotional resilience after just a week or two of consistent use. It is a gentle and compassionate approach. There are no medications, there are no harsh and synthetic chemicals. Just the pure and unadulterated power of nature working in beautiful and harmonious concert with your body, not against it. So, let us now take all of this precious knowledge and transform it into tangible and life-affirming action. In our final part, I will walk you through the exact and precise steps for preparing this vitality drink, including specific timing tips and detailed advice on how to get the absolute most benefit out of each and every single glass. You have come this far on your journey of discovery. Please do not stop now. What is waiting for you next could very well be the key to unlocking an entirely new level of energy, of clarity, and of deep and profound connection with yourself. The preparation, your daily ritual for energy and renewal. Now that you have a deep and comprehensive understanding of what each individual ingredient does and how they all work together in a beautiful and powerful synergy, let us now talk about how to actually and practically make this vitality drink step by meticulous step so that you can feel the profound and life-altering difference in your own body. I want you to think of this drink as so much more than just a simple recipe. I invite you to consider it a small, daily and sacred act of profound self-care, a tangible and loving way to say to your own body, I see you, I support you, let us feel good again. Here is exactly what you will need to prepare: 1 serving of this magnificent elixir, 2 medium-sized raw beets, which have been thoroughly washed but not peeled, 1/4 12 to 1/2 12 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Please remember, just a small pinch goes a very long way, so adjust according to your personal tolerance for spice. 1/2 12 teaspoon of L-Citrulline powder, 1/2 12 teaspoon of L-Arginine powder, 1/2 12 cup of 100% pure pomegranate juice. It is very important to ensure that it has no added sugar and that it is not made from concentrate. 1/2 102 cup of pure filtered water. Step 1. Begin with the beets. You will want to chop your thoroughly washed beets into manageable chunks and then place them into a high-speed blender along with the water. You should then blend them until the mixture is completely and perfectly smooth. It is very important that you do not strain it. You want to retain all of the valuable and beneficial fiber and the full spectrum of the beet's nutrients. This vibrant and beautiful beet base will serve as the powerful nitric oxide ignition that we discussed in such detail in part 1. Step 2. Introduce the cayenne pepper. Now, you will stir in your 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. If you are particularly sensitive to spice, I would recommend starting with a smaller amount and gradually increasing it as you become accustomed to the flavor and the sensation. The amount should be just enough for you to feel a gentle and pleasant warmth spreading through your chest and your belly. That very warmth is the tangible and reassuring sign that your circulation is waking up from its slumber. Step 3. Incorporate the amino acids. Next, You will add your half teaspoon of both the L-Citrulline and the L-Arginine powders. These particular powders dissolve very easily into the liquid, and they are generally flavor neutral, so they will not significantly alter the taste of your drink. However, they are incredibly powerful in their effects. They are the components that are responsible for sustaining the energy that this drink provides, keeping your blood flow strong and steady for many hours. Step 4. Pour in the pomegranate juice. This is your elegant and beautiful finishing touch. The pomegranate juice serves to perfectly balance the spice of the cayenne. It enriches the overall flavor profile of the drink, and it delivers its own unique and potent dose of antioxidant and hormonal support. You should then give everything a very good and thorough stir until it is all well and completely blended. Step 5. Consume it all at once. Yes, I want to emphasize that this part of the process truly matters. This particular drink is not meant to be sipped slowly and leisurely like a cup of tea. It is most effective when you drink the full glass within the space of just a few minutes. This allows your body to absorb the full and powerful surge of nitric oxide and all of the associated nutrients at once for a maximum and immediate effect. When is the best time to drink it? Ideally, you should consume this vitality elixir on an empty stomach. This could be either first thing in the morning, before you have had anything else to eat or drink, or approximately 30 to 45 minutes before you plan to engage in exercise or before you embark on a particularly busy and demanding day. In this way, your body will be able to fully and efficiently absorb all of the valuable nutrients and can then effectively channel the resulting energy to exactly where you need it the most. Some of my patients have found that they like to drink this on a daily basis for long-term and consistent vascular support. Others prefer to save it for those specific occasions when they feel they need a particularly noticeable and immediate boost. Before a long walk, before a special event, or even just before a long and tiring day of running errands. Either way, what truly and ultimately matters the most is the consistency and the intention with which you approach this practice. And now, before we bring our conversation to a close, I want to offer you something that goes deeper than just a simple set of instructions. I want to offer you a fundamental and potentially life-altering mindset shift. You are not powerless. For over 3 decades of my professional life, I have watched women grow stronger, healthier, and more profoundly and beautifully connected to themselves. Not by desperately and futilely chasing after their youth, but by deeply and completely honoring the incredible wisdom and the magnificent resilience that they already carry within them. This drink is not a cure-all. It is certainly not magic, but it is a powerful and effective tool. A simple, potent, and completely natural way to gently remind your body of how to feel truly and completely vibrant again. Because you are not too old. You are not past your prime. You do not have to settle for a life of fatigue, for a state of perpetual brain fog, or for that nagging and persistent feeling that your very best years are now behind you. You have the power to choose differently, and you can begin that process today with something as small and as powerful as a single glass of vital nutrients, mindfully and intentionally blended with purpose. Please remember, your body wants to feel good. It is patiently and quietly waiting for you to give it the right kind of support. And when you finally do, everything begins to change. Not just your physical energy, but also your confidence, your mental clarity, and your fundamental ability to enjoy the beautiful and meaningful life that you have worked so very hard to build. So, here is my heartfelt and sincere invitation to you. Please try this. Once. Just a single time. On a morning when you have a deep and genuine desire to feel strong. And then, I want you to pay close and careful attention. Not just to your pulse or to the appearance of your skin, but to how you move through your day, to how you feel within your own body. That is the very point at which real and lasting change begins. And when you are ready to keep going on this beautiful journey of rediscovery, I will be right here with you, with more science-backed, natural, and empowering ways to help you to age with power, with grace, and with an abundance of joy. If this message has resonated with you on a deep and personal level, Please take a moment to share it with another woman in your life who might just need this gentle and empowering reminder. And I would be absolutely delighted to hear from you in the comments section below. What did you feel? What changed for you? What questions do you still have? Until we meet again, please take exceptionally good care of yourself. You absolutely and unequivocally deserve to feel good.